Probably the three of the best UNCs on my hand so far. I have here the Retro Jordan 1 Low, the OG Low UNC Powder, and the latest one, the UNC Toe. In today's video, let's try to compare them three sneakers and share my opinion as well, which should you get if you're planning to buy one. Hey boss, Piniman Chef here, and for the sake of demonstration, I will just call this as retro version, and this is the OG. In reality, this is the OG Lows. But first, let's try to talk about this, why I consider this one as one of the most underrated released sneakers in 2022. I think the reason for that is it's somehow overshadowed by the Travis Scott fragments, because this one seems like a cheaper or a poor man's version of those sneakers. But still, this is one of my favorite releases in 2022. In fact, if you throw cream laces on them, you will have that fragments vibe immediately. Be careful with the OG Lows as they run bigger, although the shoe size is the same. It's the thin paddings of the sneakers that made them roomier. Normally, I have sized down on the OG J1 Lows. Next up, the UNC Retro Low, and this is, by the way, the cheapest of all the three, and in my opinion, this is more suited to the younger audience that wants to jump into the sneakers world without breaking the bank. The amount of dislikes the shoe gets from the wannabe sneakerheads are really insane, just because the design tend to move away from the OG versions, just like the Jumpman logo on the tongue. And finally, the real OG, which I will call the descendants of the 85s. And guess what? This is also the most expensive among the three sneakers. And back then, the Jordan 1 models was considered as the most, or one of the most coveted Jordan sneakers. But I have a good news for you, because this one right now is already easy to cop. If you want a pair that's cool to wear and also a collectible one, you can't go wrong with the OG highs. But this is not as versatile as the lows, since it's a high top silhouette that's more suited to long-legged people. Okay, I would say this is the most exciting part, because we will be comparing these bad boys in terms of materials and build quality. Sadly, I have a bad news to you guys that in Nike's world, you really get what you pay for. But there are some exceptions, just like the SB Dunks, which I considered as value for money sneakers. The most buttery leather of them all is the OG Lows. The materials are consistent on all panels, which is really a good thing. However, the Retro Lows have the cheapest polyurethane, the same type of leather you will get from the Nike Dunks. And lastly, the OG Highs, which is not impressive because it's the most expensive, but they mix the good leather with the cheap ones. If I only need to keep one sneakers, which one I would keep? Short answer is the OG Lows, because to me this is the compromise between the Retro Low and the Jordan 1 High OG. And of course they are versatile because they are a low top version. But if you want to save some money and want to be stylish without breaking the bank, I can recommend the Retro Low as well, and they are also the comfiest of the three, well, in my experience. But if you have the money to spend, then why not buy the real OG, which is the Jordan 1 High? And if you want to feel the vibe of the classic 85s, then just go for it. Just have to warn you that this is not as versatile as the low versions because of the high top silhouette, which is more suited to the long-legged people. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and of course, take care. I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Peace.